maintain their line anyway. But, you know, they're putting it in with the idea of upgrading the voltage of the line, but it doesn't do any good to upgrade the voltage of the line unless, you know, National Grid.
Not to interrupt you guys, but we're actually live now.
Did you unmute? All right, we are live. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. This is Patrick Kelly from the St. Lawrence County Industrial Development Agency. This is the June 25th, 2020 meeting of the St. Lawrence River Valley Redevelopment Agency. Lori Sibley, the IDA's Administrative Services Coordinator, is here with me. And on the phone, we have St. Lawrence River Valley Redevelopment Agency Chairman Robert McNeil, Vice Chairman Russell Straight, board members Ed Murphy and Larry Clark. We also have Andrew McMahon on the phone from the Messina Electric Department, Patricia Wilson from the New York Power Authority, Kim Gilbert from the St. Lawrence County Industrial Development Agency. And we are ready, Robert, to start the meeting, Mr. McNeil.
All right. This is Neil. I'll call the meeting to order. We have a quorum. Everyone got the public notice of the meeting. So we need to motion to approve the minutes of the January 21st, 2020 meeting. Russ Straight moves it. Is there a second?
Second.
Larry Clark.
Larry Clark.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. And we have the financial reports from December, January, February, and March. Is there a motion to accept those financial reports?
So moved.
Larry Clark moved it. Is there a second? Second. Russ Straight seconds it. Is there any discussion?
Kim, do you have anything? Go ahead, Kim.
Sorry, this is Kim at the IDA. Give you a very quick summary of each month. Your December 2019 financials include the proposed budget modifications that are later in the meeting packet. All of that bounces back to your audit, which we will discuss for resolution later. So I'm going to go quickly over December. For your January financials, a few highlights included admin transfer to St. Lawrence County IDA LDC for $150,000, and your typical monthly payments and expenditures. For February, a highlight payment was made to the Boys and Girls Club of Messina through the CDEIP program, and also a draw to the Clark House Preservation for the CDEIP program, and typical monthly expenses and revenues. March, a few highlights. Messina Electric Department MED contract payments were made, and it was basically, other than that, it was your typical monthly expenditures and revenues. Is there anything more specific anybody would like details on?
This is Larry. I'm not sure exactly if this comes under this part of it, but not. I heard Maple has sold out next to you there in Canton. Do they still have a payment due or whatever?
They do have a loan with you. We received payment yesterday to pay that loan off. And once the check clears, then we will go ahead and process release of the note.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? All in favor of approving those financial reports?
Aye.
Any opposition? Any no votes? Financial reports are approved. Pat, do we have any committee reports?
We do not, Bob.
Okay. So the next order of business is accepting modifications to the 2019 budget. And there's a resolution to that effect Pat, you want to go through that with us?
Actually, yeah, do you want to get a first and a second and get it on the table?
Oh, all right, I do. Is there a motion to get that motion on the table, except modifying the 2019 budget?
I'll move that, Bob.
Okay, thank you. Russ moved it. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Larry Clark seconds it. Okay, go ahead, Pat.
Okay, this is after the auditing process and after the year is closed out, there's some modifications. Kim, I will turn it over to you to go through maybe more of the greater details.
Okay, starting at the top. You have adjustments to your interest income for investments, banking, and loans. That is because you were able to earn a higher yield throughout the year. Miscellaneous income was adjusted. That is a figure we put in there based on the application fees received. You received 16 last year. The lost gain on stock conversion was a journal entry that was done when the LC Drive conversion loan was converted. Gain on sale of assets, that was part of the Amtech lease purchase of Lot 18 building. You will also see Lot 18 modifications. It says MID 18. Those are because for a time there were not tenants in there and it went over to the lease purchase. So things are recorded differently, basically. Also you will see MID Lot 19 modifications. Those are mainly due to the fact that Pro Sport Trailers was no longer in the building. You will see adjustments to your CDEIP account, and those are always adjusted at the end of the year to actual expenditures. You will see an adjustment to the MED contract, and that was because there was a reduced contract rate agreed upon. There were less legal expenses than we budgeted. The marketing expenses came in slightly less, as did the travel miscellaneous. The very last line, your bad debt allowance, is based at the end of the year on a 5% of your outstanding note receivable balance. That's per an audit entry. Any specific questions?
Okay, is all in favor of passing this resolution authorizing adjustments to our 2019 budget?
I'm in favor.
Very good. Are there any no votes? Okay, the budget transfers, budget adjustments are completed. Now we'll move on to the audit. To get this on the floor, is there a motion to accept the 2019 audit, Pinel, Matinsky, Hooper, Van Housen Company? I would move that, Mr. Chair. Russ made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Larry seconded it. Do you want to go through that, Pat? I read through it. It's pretty much boilerplate.
Yeah, I would say it's certainly a clean audit. There were no issues. But Kim, is there any specific highlights you'd want to point out?
I have a few highlights for the significant events. One of them was the lease purchase of your Lot 18 building by Amtech. So that's now off your assets and listed as a lease receivable. Your total loss for the year was about $471,000. The two main things that make that up are your contractual expenses of $335,000 and your CDEIP expenses of $217,000. so far for the lifetime of the community development program, you have spent $2.8 million, and there is a remaining approximately $480,000 of outstanding grants awarded that are still to be issued. That's a real quick summary.
Okay. Any questions for Lori or Pat? If not, is there a motion to accept the audit for 2019? So move.
I make the motion.
And all in favor of approving the audit? Aye.
Aye.
Any no votes? The audit's approved. Pat, who do we send this audit to?
This goes to the county, it goes to the public authorities reporting information system, which means it goes to the authority's budget office and to the comptroller as part of the IDA Local Development Corporation audit. And the New York Power Authority gets a copy as well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. The next item is a resolution authorizing a loan up to $75,000 to In-Law Brewing Company. To get this on the table, is there a motion to approve this?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Is that Larry?
Yes.
Larry Clark made the motion to approve. Is there a second? There's no second?
Everybody on mute?
Are you still there, Russ?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am too, but I never seen it, so.
So Bob, you're asking for a second to get the discussion of the resolution on the table, correct?
That's correct.
And
We're not asking for a vote to approve it yet. We just want to be able to discuss it. And Robert Rules of Order, can the chairman second a motion?
I don't know. I would defer to Eric. He's not able to join us this evening, though. My sense would be, we have a couple of project-related issues involving the financial condition of specific companies that we need to address in executive session. Why don't we move to executive session, and then we can try to reach out to Eric in the meantime and try and get some clarification on that.
Okay.
For what it's worth, Bob, I looked it up on Google. Can the chair make a motion, and the response on Robert's Rules.forum flash is, yes, the chairman, if a member has the same right to make a motion as any other member. In small boards of not more than about a dozen members present, the chairman usually participates the same as other members.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. We'll move on to the executive session.
Bob, do you want to second the motion, and then at least we'll have that resolution on the table?
Okay, I'll make, Larry made the motion, and I will second.
All right, and I would still recommend moving to executive session at this point, if we can get a first and a second.
All right. Is there a motion to move into executive session?
I'll make the motion to move to executive session.
Oh, thank you, Larry. Is there a second to that?
Am I the only one at this meeting?
What were we going to discuss in executive section?
It's the financial credit, or employment history of particular person or corporation. That would be the specific reason.
So the motion's made. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Craig seconded it. All in favor, going to executive session?
Aye.
Okay,
All opposed?
okay.
Okay, we're in
Well,
executive session.
Bob, I would ask you to pause while we pause our live streaming right now, and we will re-engage the call in a moment, if everybody can just bear with us.
Really have to end it.
Okay, let's